What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics of Pop Culture. Today's video, this has to be probably the strangest, most oddest comic book collection sale post I have ever seen. 35,000 comic books for $400,000. And all we get is this very strange picture. Guys, we're going to break it down today. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time to do so. Check out all the links in the description below as well, including my link to my Whatnot storefront. That's right, I have a Whatnot storefront with hundreds of books posted. I'm posting more every week. I accept offers on everything that I have listed, and my prices are already probably guaranteed to be below fair market value. Guys, if you're not signed up for the Whatnot app, you can use the link below, and if you use that link, you can get $15 off your first purchase from any seller on the app. So check it out. And if you guys are actually interested in bundling up any comics for me, because I'm dumping off so many comics from my PC, send me a message on Instagram and I will be happy to put something together for you. But let's look at this listing, guys. This was brought to my attention and I looked at it and I read it and I'm just like, I've been doing these videos where I look at collections and say, okay, is this worth it? What's the value here? And I break it down and I ask you guys what's your opinions on it. This one blows my mind. Okay, so again, 35,000 comic books, okay? $400,000, clearly almost $500,000 here. Now, without reading the post here and going into context, just looking at what this means in terms of the numbers, right? If we break that down, you're spending $400,000 on 35,000 comic books. You're looking at over $11 a book in bulk. Now, let's read what this individual has to say. I have approximately 35,000 plus comic books going back to the 1940s. The picture here is just one little pile of what I have. Komama. I don't know what they're trying to say there, but what they have in their collection, it includes books like Amazing Fantasy 15, Fantastic Four #1, I don't know. Fantastic Force 2, 3, 4, clear light. I don't know if this individual is using voice text or just doesn't see too well. They're not good at typing. 3, 4, and several 100 more. Fantastic Four 448. Maybe they meant 48. I don't know. Daredevil 1, Giant Size X-Men 1, X-Men 94, 96, 97, and again, hundreds more of the X-Men. I have early Golden Age Batman, early Golden Age Superman, early Golden Age Wonder Woman, and so on and so on. Again, the picture. We're going to sit and marinate on this picture really briefly, guys. Just look at this picture. First off, okay, we see more of this individual's house than we do of a comic book collection. I don't know what this blurry thing here is in the right-hand corner. I don't know what that is, but I see two wheelchairs. I see two wheelchairs here. I see a random plug, like or something in the middle. I see a couch. Not a bad looking couch. And then I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe let's just say 10 at most boxes of comic books. Most of which look like they're short boxes. I see a couple of long boxes there. Guys, that can't be more than 2,000 books in this picture. Sitting in the back of a corner of somebody's house. Who is going to spend almost $500,000 on a post with this picture right here? This blows my mind. No, let's not take a picture of your Amazing Fantasy 15. Let's not take a picture of your Giant Size X-Men #1, of your Fantastic Four #1. Let's take a picture of this. It blows my mine. Now, let's go into seller information, okay? Let's go check this out. Because I don't just want to make fun of this post. Oh, here's Daniel. Okay, hey, Daniel. He's an older guy, and who knows how old that picture is. Joined Facebook in 2017. That's 8 years ago. But look at this. I mean, clearly this guy has comic books. Clearly he has comic books because look at this. There are pictures here of other comic book listings. This is all from him. This is all from him. And look, you see, look at this. He's got a Hulk 181. He's got a giant size X-Men #1. He's got a Daredevil #1. Look at this. He's got some early Spideys. It's Amazing Spider-Man #15. Asking $1,450 for. Spider-Man #41, First Rhino for $420. I mean, if it's in a decently higher grade, that $420, that's not a bad price. $9,000 for giant size X-Men #1 wouldn't be a bad price considering the grade. $20,000 for this Hulk 181. I would assume that's going to be a higher grade, but clearly this guy has comics. Now let's go ahead and look at this last one he did before he posted the one that we're looking at. Okay, $25. This was posted 45 weeks ago, so that's about, roughly 10 months ago. Okay, and he's got a listing right here. Action Comics #321, $15. Superman 191, $30. I mean, honestly, and if you look at the condition of these books, let me try to zoom in here. I mean, this one looks really beat up. Even for, some Silver Age, 12-cent Spidey, Superman. These prices, I could still be a little high. Here's another one, 45 weeks ago. But let's get to, oh, that's the same post, just a different picture. But let's get to this post. Now, when did he post this? 5 weeks ago. Okay, so just over a month ago. So you got about 9 months, between 8 to 9 months between his last post and this post. Now, here's where we can get a laugh out of this because you guys know me when I do these videos like this. It's like, first off, what's the number one thing I'm going to say? When you're selling in bulk, you are attracting resellers, period. No collector is going to drop thousands and thousands of dollars on a bulk collection of thousands of books at this price that doesn't fit their collecting preferences, right? That's the general consensus. But is there something else going on here where I don't just want to make fun of this because you didn't post any pictures of the books and you post this it's this hysterical photo of like, okay, you're asking for almost $500,000 for some comics and this is what you post. And clearly even the type words it's a mess. It's hard to understand. Whose wheelchairs are these? Are these his wheelchairs? Is he older now and he has this collection and he's all by himself and he has no help. And he's trying to, sell out this collection. Maybe he has medical expenses. Maybe he can't walk and he can't really access his collection anymore. Like I said, you had between 8 to 9 months between his last posting. And I mean, let's go to this one. When was this one posted? 45 weeks ago. When was this one posted? 45 weeks ago. So clearly something could have happened. What is this? Let's look at this. This is a fat burner machine. I don't know what the heck is this. This was a year ago. I was just seeing maybe he has some health problems and he's getting rid of something here. Let's go down to the keys that he was selling. Let's go all the way down to Daredevil #1. 3 years ago. So clearly he'd been active on Facebook Marketplace. Look, public meetup. He was asking public meetup for this. It doesn't look like he's marked any of these things as sold. Look at this. Flea market. Let's see what he says about the flea market. I buy and sell comic books. Right now, I need to add 1,000 to my inventory. Inside at Dixieland Market in Waterford at the corner of Telegraph and Dixie Highway. As for Dan. Look. This is what I think is going on. I'm going to throw my hands up, right? I'm going to put all my personal feelings and throw my hands up and say, first off, this is the worst way that you could try to sell a collection, especially of this many and of this price, this asking price. Horrible, 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 horrible. I even messaged him and he never responded. That's a problem. You're not going to sell anything doing this. Okay? And I'm also going to say this. Even if this individual has all of those keys at $11 a book, even if you have Daredevil #1, Amazing Fantasy 15, these books, Giant Size X-Men #1, Hulk 181, even those books could be of a value of under even just $100,000. And maybe most of this is still like Silver Age stuff that maybe you could sell for $10 to $20, $25, market value. It still takes a lot of work. Remember the collection that Comic Tom and Golden Age Guru bought. For, depending on if you count travel expenses, they paid either like 66 cents a book or just over $1 book for Golden Age goodness, where they could have sold, I think they ended up spending just over $250,000. They could have sold 3 of those books and made their money back. Now, I'm not saying that they couldn't have offered even more. As dealers, as big-time dealers that they are, could they have offered more? I think so. But still, I use that as kind of a benchmark to show you that when people are selling in bulk, even really, really good stuff, you are taking such a huge hit from what you could sell them individually at market value for. So even if this guy posted this with pictures of all these key books, and he really was what he was asking for, even dealers are going to look at this and say, $400,000, that's more of a market value. Go sell them individually yourself. You see what I'm saying? I have a hard time believing that somebody as a dealer, as a reseller, would even pay more than $100,000, even if this was what he was asking. Because if it was $100,000, you'd still be paying just over $3 a book, which is still a lot more than, again, the benchmark the Comic Tom and Golden Age Guru buy of Wonder Woman #1. The first appearance of Wonder Woman. Pre-code horror that you could sell for, $50,000 a book. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I'm saying. But putting all that aside, I will say this could be a situation where this guy, he has a history in comic books. He looks like he's been a reseller probably for many years. He was selling at the flea market just a few years ago. Disappeared for some months, and he's back with this post. He might have health issues. He might be really just needing to sell this comic book collection. And maybe he's not too computer savvy, or maybe, he doesn't have any help assisting him. So, it's something to think about. We could sit here and I could make a video and laugh at this post, but at the end of the day, there could be some serious things going on to why somebody might post a listing like this to where we're looking at it and we're like, what the hell? So I'm going to leave the video at that, guys. Again, I think even if this guy's selling what he's selling, and even if he posted this in the proper way, adding a whole bunch of pictures, responded to emails or responded to DMs, he would have a really hard time selling this even to a dealer or a reseller for $400,000. If I was local to this guy, Um, I would want to go check this out myself just to check it out, just to see, and even just to see if you would need assistance. Like, can you imagine going down there and having a conversation with this guy? Maybe he's handicapped, maybe he can't walk anymore and he can't function too well, and like working for him and saying, "Hey, man, like, let me if you pay me a few golden age comic books, let me try to sell your collection for you." That would be cool because you could help somebody out that really needs it. And you can have somebody like me just to have a few, maybe like golden age, not even big keys, but just a few golden age Batman comic books in my collection. That would be so cool. That'd be so cool. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. What do you think of this listing as shown? And my take on the condition, or the state of the seller and why he might be posting the listing like this. And I also want to hear what you guys think of the hypothetical, even if this guy had what he says he has. And we saw all the pictures of all those, like, imagine everything in all those other listings, right? Imagine everything in all those other listings, all these books were a part of this $400,000 collection. I mean, clearly there's some modern there too. See some modern Spidey there. Like, what would your asking price be? 35,000 comics. You got Archie, got some, so it's clearly not all Silver Age stuff. Infinity Gauntlet, Kiss, Warlock and the Infinity Watch. I mean, what would your asking price be, considering? Let me know in the comments below. Love hearing your guys' thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be well, and until next time.